Public Citizen, Trump presents unprecedented conflicts of interest in first year. A new report profiles the organizations and government officials who spent money at Trump properties during the president's first year in office. President Donald Trump's refusal to cleanly separate himself from his business empire while serving as commander-in-chief has set up a series of unprecedented conflicts of interest, according to a new report that profiles more than 6 instances of foreign governments, trade groups and Republican politicians hosting events or spending money at Trump properties during the president's first year in office. The report, published Tuesday by the progressive consumer rights nonprofit Public Citizen, argues that organizations and foreign governments are able to curry favor with the president by giving money to his business empire, effectively paying tribute to Trump by frequenting his properties. Never before has a president owned a private club in Florida that hiked its membership fees shortly after the president took office and sold $750 tickets to a New Year's party, the report said. Trump drew the ire of ethics watchdogs last year when he announced he'd delegate control of the Trump empire's day-to-day operations to his sons, Donald Jr. and Eric, but that he wouldn't establish a blind trust or fully divest himself from his business interests, as has been customary of previous presidents. Critics argued at the time that Trump would be able to benefit financially from decisions he makes as president, and, considering he has yet to release his tax returns, the ways in which he could benefit wouldn't be immediately clear to the public. Some also argued that his continued ownership of his properties would allow others to buy access to his ear. The Public Citizen report profiles several instances in which the American Petroleum Institute, the National Mining Association and Oxbow Carbon LLC, a Koch-owned petroleum company, held events at Trump properties during the past year. The report notes the optics of those events aren't great, considering one of the president's largest areas of focus during his first year in office was relaxing environmental regulations on oil and mining and expanding drilling access to more parts of the country. Why does this matter? Trump's investments still benefit Donald Trump, the report said. Companies with major financial interests at stake with the federal government have been big users of Trump properties. Trump, however, has countered criticisms of his proximity to his real estate holdings by saying they're an asset of his White House work. He has hosted prominent international politicians, such as Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, and taken advantage of a less formal setting in an effort to strike deals. Trump's regular travel to Mar-a-Lago and his other properties has been repeatedly criticized during his first year in office, especially considering each trip is subsidized by taxpayer dollars. The Washington Post estimates Trump spent 116 of his first 346 days in office, 33.5% of his first year, at a Trump property, likely playing golf once every 4.7 days. Donald Trump's sprawling set of businesses and his refusal to divest his financial interests in hotels, golf courses, restaurants and real estate developments around the world has presented a unique set of conflicts that previously were unimaginable for the President of the United States, the report said. It's worth noting, however, that Public Citizen doesn't have a history of being a strong Trump proponent. The group sued the administration last year over Trump's two-out, one-in regulatory directive, and it filed an amicus brief supporting Consumer Financial Protection Bureau Deputy Director Lindra English as a legal battle erupted over whether Trump had the authority to appoint Office of Management and Budget Director Mick Mulvaney to serve as acting head of the CFPB.